What if every choice you make creates a new universe? Imagine millions of you living out every possibility. Welcome to the mind-bending world of quantum reality. Ready to see how deep the rabbit hole goes? Right now, reality as we know it may be splitting again and again into an endless number of parallel worlds. In each one, a different version of you exists, shaped by choices and quantum events. Sounds like science fiction, right? But it's not. According to one of the most fascinating and bizarre theories in physics, this idea could actually be true. This all starts with quantum mechanics, the branch of physics that deals with the behavior of the smallest building blocks of the universe. Back in the early 20th century, great minds like Albert Einstein, Max Planck, and Erwin Schrödinger were piecing together a new framework that would change everything. They discovered that particles like electrons and photons don't behave like tiny billiard balls. Instead, they exist in multiple possible states at once, a strange condition known as superposition. Instead of saying a particle is in one location or state, quantum theory tells us there's just a probability that it might be here or there or somewhere else entirely. Physicists developed something called the wave function to describe all these possibilities. But the big question was, what makes one of these possible outcomes actually happen? In the 1920s, physicists Niels Bohr and Werner Heisenberg proposed the Copenhagen interpretation. It suggested that once a measurement is made, once someone observes the system, the wave function collapses and a single outcome becomes real. Before that moment, everything exists in a kind of limbo. This raised all sorts of strange questions. Does reality only become real when we look at it? Does human consciousness shape the physical world? Einstein wasn't convinced. He famously said, "God does not play dice with the universe." And that's where Schrödinger's cat comes in. Schrödinger proposed a now famous thought experiment. Put a cat in a box with a mechanism that could randomly kill it based on a quantum event. Until you open the box, the cat is both dead and alive, thanks to superposition. The scenario was meant to highlight how absurd the Copenhagen view really was. This mystery haunted physicists for decades until a young American scientist named Hugh Everett came up with an answer so radical it was mostly ignored at the time. Everett proposed that the wave function never actually collapses. Instead, every possible outcome really happens just in a different branch of the universe. Every time a quantum decision is made, like an electron going left or right, the universe splits. One version of you sees it go left, another version of you sees it go right. These universes are completely separate and can never interact. This idea became known as the many worlds interpretation. Imagine that every moment of your life branches out into countless alternatives, every coin flip, every breath, every atomic event, creating new versions of you. If this is happening constantly, then the number of universes might be beyond comprehension. In each one, you might be slightly different or completely unrecognizable. But how does this fit with what we actually observe? After all, we don't see blurry combinations of possibilities, we see concrete results. That's where decoherence comes in. In the 1970s, researchers discovered that when a quantum system interacts with the environment, light, air molecules, heat, it quickly loses its delicate superposition. This doesn't collapse the wave function in the traditional sense. Instead, it forces each possibility to evolve independently. The environment effectively locks each outcome into its own world. So when you look at the electron, it doesn't collapse into a single state. It's that your branch of the universe only sees one result. In another universe, a different outcome is unfolding. Decoherence explains why we perceive only one version of reality, even if others exist beyond our reach. Fast forward to today, and the many worlds idea is gaining ground. While still controversial, about 1 in 5 physicists now support it. And it's not just abstract philosophy anymore. Quantum computers might actually hint that this multiverse is real. Quantum computers operate on qubits, which, unlike regular bits, can be in multiple states simultaneously. This allows them to process many calculations at once. Some researchers, like physicist David Deutsch, believe that these calculations are literally being performed across many parallel universes. A quantum computer with 300 qubits could be running more simultaneous calculations than there are atoms in the known universe. If that's true, then here's the big disturbing question. Do we ever truly die? Some thinkers propose an idea called quantum immortality. Imagine a deadly situation like a car crash. In one universe, you don't survive. In another, you do. And if your consciousness always follows the path where you're still alive, maybe you never experience death at all. You just keep waking up in the versions of the universe where you somehow made it through. Hugh Everett reportedly believed this. Though he never published it, those close to him said he was convinced that some version of him would always go on living. Whether this is science, speculation, or something in between, it's a haunting idea. Maybe those strange moments when you narrowly avoid danger, when you feel like something should have gone very wrong, are echoes from other versions of your life. The multiverse may be far more than a sci-fi fantasy. It might be the deepest truth of our reality. And if it is, the story of you is being written in infinite ways, all at once.